Because I'm about
I have a question.
What?
Can I use my iPad while you're doing coffee talk, and then when you're done, I'll put it away? So that I won't have no one to talk to.
Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Good morning. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Coffee Talk. It is Thursday, the 23rd. Quick update, the closing went really, really well. So we are officially new homeowners. That's exciting. And I went to the gastroenterologist yesterday, and based on my symptoms, it appears I have IBS, which is not surprising to me at all. They took a ton of blood, and they also tested for celiac and things like that. So I'll get all those results back. She wants to do like a scope thing. I don't really want to go to sleep unless I absolutely have to. So we'll see. But I woke up at 4 a.m. And my throat was burning because Olivia and I both have this like cold. I swear I can't like catch a break. So anyway, she's still here, and I'm trying to decide if I'm going to take her to school late or if I'm going to let her stay home. And maybe I can work from home today and just stay with her. I don't know. But I wanted to tell you this. So a girlfriend of mine who was married, but no kids. So married, no kids. She basically called me and was talking to me about how she met someone and realized how unhappy she was in her marriage. And what's funny is that when you go to people, like, first of all, sometimes it does take meeting someone who makes you happy to realize how unhappy you are. Because humans are, what am I trying to say? Like, we can, exist and cope and sort of coast. And a lot of times we don't even realize that we're starving until we meet someone who feels like food. So a lot of times we basically convince ourselves that we're happy. Oh, this must be happiness. This must be, whatever. And then we meet someone and we realize, oh my God, like, I am starving in this relationship. I am starving in this job. I am starving with my girlfriends. Like, this person pours into me. This person wants to get to know me. And everyone says, oh, that's just the beginning. But I do think that there are people who are truly just more compatible with us than other people. That's just the truth. And a lot of times who you marry when you're 20 or 25 is not the person that speaks to you properly when you're 45. Because you're a different person. You have different needs. You have different desires. You have different interests, right? Now, obviously, it's ideal if you can grow together and nurture that marriage or that relationship or that friendship or that career or whatever. And you can grow that as you go, right? But sometimes you can't. But a lot of times we don't realize that we are starving. We don't realize that. We think we're fine. So she met somebody, and she realized that she was starving in her marriage. And she said to me, it isn't this guy that I met. Whether he and I date or we don't date or whatever, I can't stay in this marriage because I am starving. It's not, it doesn't serve me. So when she went to the people in her life and said, listen, this marriage doesn't serve me. I need to try to be with somebody that makes me want to be better and makes me want to get out and do things and encourages me to be the best. People in her life literally said, essentially, you made a commitment. We don't care about your happiness. Let me tell you something now. I understand the desire to keep the sanctity of marriage pure. But to dismiss somebody's happiness just to hold on to the sanctity of marriage seems bizarre, especially because we are not the judge. So it doesn't matter in our life or in our whatever, whether that person gets divorced or not. Imagine looking at someone you love and essentially saying, maybe without saying it, I don't care if you're not happy. You made a commitment. I don't care if you're not happy. You made a commitment. What? You guys realize this isn't a dress rehearsal, right? Like, you literally only get to live once as this person. Now, if reincarnation or whatever is real, maybe we all come back as cockroaches. I don't know. But who we are today, people try to tell me I got to stay in friendships because we've been friends for 30 years. So you don't care that the friendship doesn't work for me and you don't care I'm not happy. You only care about the fact that we've been friends for 30 years. Okay, maybe I need to talk to somebody else about this issue. There is a big difference between bumps in the road, ups and downs, and a relationship where you are legitimately not happy. So she did the right thing. She went directly to her husband and said, I love you as a human being, but I am not in love with you, and I am not happy in this marriage. Now, he is sad. It's sad. But she did the right thing. She didn't have an affair. She told him. They are now separated, and she feels more alive than she has in years. And everything about her is different. And if it's a phase, who gives a shit? How many of us would kill for a phase, even a phase, where we are the best versions of ourselves? We're not stifled. We're not complacent. We're not bored. We're not lonely. We are literally honest. Okay, so Catherine says, right, but she's saying that as she's walking out the door. Why not give him and the marriage a chance to work on what's making her unhappy? I think there is some merit to that if you're still in love. If you're still in love, I think you're absolutely right. You do want to try to see if you can salvage it, right? Put the work in. But I think if you know you're not in love with the person, if you know you really don't want to be with them anymore, then I think you got to do what you got to do to be happy. The thing that I want you to understand more than anything from this coffee talk is you deserve to be happy. I don't care what anyone tells you. I don't care if your decisions make other people upset. I don't care if it's disruptive. There is no dress rehearsal for this. You don't get to 85 and someone goes, cut, okay, we're going to take it all the way back to the beginning. You get to do it again. No. This life, you get to be happy. Despite what anybody else thinks or wants or believes, you and whatever belief you have in our Maker, that's it. That's what matters. It doesn't matter what your mom says. It doesn't matter what your siblings say. It doesn't matter what the friends from high school say. It is okay to have a second act. It is okay to be in your 40s and go, oh my God, I'm not the same person I was when I was 22 and we started dating. I'm not happy. I'm not in love with you anymore. And I'd rather take the chance of being alone or meeting someone else because I really just want to be happy. And I know some of you are going, Jamie, that is terrible, but I don't think it is. Sure, if you're still in love, you should try. I believe that. If you're still in love, you should try. Because I do think it can come back. It ebbs and flows. But if you know you're not in love, there's some of you who have messaged me who say, I read a message from somebody in the Coffee Talk family who comments a lot, who said to me, I love my husband as a partner and a friend, but romantically, I am not interested in him at all. The thought of having sex with him feels like having sex with my brother. That will never work for me again, but I love him, so I am staying with him. Okay. Is that happiness? I don't know. Are you staying for the people around you? Probably. Are you doing what you think is right because you have kids or because the in-laws or whatever? Everybody moves on. Everybody moves on. The people that are mad at you the day you make the decision and they talk shit about you for a couple of months, I promise you they go on with their own life because people are self-absorbed. And a year from now, when you're happy and separated and living your best life, they won't give two shits about the decision you made last March. It only feels mounting when you're making it. But I promise you, a year from now, nobody cares. How long should you try? Somebody says. Well, that's really on you. I think you try until you know for sure. You try until you know for sure. You try, and when your soul goes like, sis, you've exhausted this. This is never. It's not coming back. It's not gonna work. Then you. And by the way, here's the thing. I would much rather a woman who, if I got to that point with Michael, I would much rather Michael find someone who is obsessed with him and just romantically adores him than me just keep him in a house like partners, like, what up, bruh? You know, like, what does it say about what I think he deserves? So if you ever wonder whatever became of me, I'm living on the air in Cincinnati. Cincinnati, WKRP, for those of you who are my age. And I know that a lot of people are saying, what about kids? It's a dice roll. It really is. You know, I mean, it's a dice roll. There's no right answer. Should you stay for the kids? Should the kids see two parents happy? It's a dice roll. I know people that separated and their kids are miserable, and they're still miserable. And I know people who got divorced and the kids are so happy that their parents are not together anymore and that their parents found other people that make them happy. Listen, not everybody can live as roommates and be okay. Like, it doesn't even mean your marriage is unhealthy. Maybe there's no fighting. Maybe y'all are great. Maybe y'all are best friends. But the idea of touching each other is like, oh no, I don't want to have sex with that dude. I just want to raise kids with him and be his best friend. Well, then you need to get out of his bed. But I'm just telling you, you deserve to be happy. I don't care what anybody else says. And believe me, I know what people say. All right. I love you. I'm going to take some Advil. I love you very much, very much. And I hope that you have a great day.